Wow, we are back. It's been a wonderful journey today talking about our work on dialogue box and how we can use what is on ground to improve the political system. So we have already had two previous editions, but because of issues with the technical challenges, we had to start all over again. So sorry for those break in transmission. So this morning we are talking about building a stronger political ideologies for a sustainable political system in Nigeria. And we have said it that we don't want a situation where every day we are having the same set of issues again and again. The question is, what is the way forward? How can we curtail some of these challenges, and how can we take advantage of some of these issues and address some areas where attention needs to be given to? So in the light of the recent happenings in the two major political parties in Nigeria, talking about the APC and the PDP, it brings to mind the words of our analyst, Barrister Prince Uzeme Olomu-Agbodo, who stated categorically the need to have a stronger political ideology for a political party in order to have a sustainable political system. So, for example, the Hilliard Eta-led APC National Working Committee insisted that Victor Giadom, who is supposed to be the acting national chairman, is an impostor. On the other hand, the PDP members are also aggrieved over the imposition of Governor Godwin Obaseki as the party's flag bearer. They say this is like undermining the fact that other governorship aspirants with similar aspirations may have been on ground. So all these are, persisting challenges that are still on, but we believe that they can be curtailed and they can also bring about the right actions, the right system that can help the country move forward, talking about leadership. So the question is, how can the nation's political parties build stronger ideologies for a sustainable democratic structure in Nigeria? So what's your take? What is your opinion? You can text us your opinion, your comments, and we'll take it from there. Then we also have Barrister Prince Uzeme Olomu-Agbodo that will be joining us this morning again. He will give us some insight into how the political parties can build stronger ideologies for their political parties in order to produce the right leaders with the right mindset that will also have it in mind that it's not just about do or die politics, but politics that is based on service. All right, so once our in-house analyst is on board, we'll let you know and we can have his opinion immediately. Then while that is going on, send us your opinion, your thoughts, your comments, whatever it is you think should be done as the way forward for our country, Nigeria. You can go ahead and send us right now. Then some other information we have at our disposal, we still talk about the fact that even though the seven-man APC committee that was led by the Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma announced Osagie Ize-Iyamu as the winner of the party's governorship primaries conducted in 18 local government areas of the state on Monday, there are still other aspects, as in other cabals, let's use the word other factions that are not in agreement with this. So how can a party like APC have this kind of challenge at this point in time? Then we have a situation where the primaries committee's report was presented to the NWC members by Ajibola Bashiru, a senator who served as a secretary of the committee. Meanwhile, Mr. Ita, who is standing in for the hospitalized Abiola Ajimobi, who is supposed to be the party's interim chairman, described the deputy national secretary, Victor Giadom, as an impostor who has finally been suspended by a court. And this is part of what we're talking about yesterday, where we have court injunctions and counter court injunctions on the same case, because we have a situation where Hilliard is saying that Victor Giadom is an impostor based on what the court has given as his final judgment, but Victor is still acting based on what the court gave him the go-ahead to do, saying that the court has also approved his position as a party's national chairman and also backed by the President Muhammadu Buhari, which is another angle to the claim to the political office in the APC, talking about the national chairman. So who is supposed to be occupying the position at this time, and how can the APC resolve some of this conflict in order to build a refined system that can also give hope to others who are like onlookers now? Not everybody is a member of a political party, but everybody is interested in how these issues will unfold, because we are looking at working out a better and a stronger Nigeria. So then we have Prince Uzeme on board. I think he's trying to connect now. Good morning, Barrister Prince. Are we live with you? Are we on? Okay, while we are trying to get him to join us, we still have to look at some of these aspects of what is pushing one another. And the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki. Just a second. Okay. Can we, okay. Over the way and manner Godwin Obaseki was imposed on them, while justifying his action, Honorable Obede Ihama, a member of the 9th House of Representatives, frowned at the unilateral decision taken by some members of the PDP leadership. So we have our guest with us, Barrister Prince Uzeme Olomu-Agbodo. You are welcome on board. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Now we have a matter that we think, based on the suggestion you gave us 2 days ago, that each political party should have a stronger ideology in order to build a better leadership system in Nigeria. How do you think they can go about this at this time? Because we still have a lot of, issues that are on ground that we think that Nigeria should have gone above at this time. This is not the time to still have this one laying claim to another one coming to say I am the. So we have gone past that stage. So how do you think our parties can build stronger ideologies for a sustainable political system in Nigeria?
The first problem that political parties and politicians in Nigeria have is that they really do not understand the concept of ideology. For you to have a stronger adherence to ideologies, you need to first of all understand what ideology is. Ideology is simply the system of beliefs or foundational doctrines that a political party, even a person, believes in.
Okay. All right. So, Barrister, thank you so much for coming back. Is the connection better now? Maybe you should talk to us. Let's check your sound.
Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Okay, it's far better. It's far better. So you can continue.
So what I was saying is that to the understanding or the propagation of the concept of proper ideology cannot be done from the national, from the center. It has to be done by the political parties, because the political parties, if I were to give an example, they are like churches. To say that different denominations of the church, one church says that I believe in the Trinity. The other one says I believe in Holy Communion. The other one says I believe in miracles and all of that. And each church goes out to win members to itself. members that have also come to believe in the same things that that church believes in. So it is the same with political parties. When political parties say, for example, I believe in gay marriage, the other one says, I don't believe in gay marriage. One says, I believe in abortion. The other one says that my belief is for the betterment of the welfare of workers. It is for that political party to go out and evangelize and sell this ideology to the general populace, for the populace to also inculcate or to also internalize these ideologies being propagated by this party, to ensure that they have members who also believe in these things. So what I am saying is that this situation what we have in Nigeria, where politicians just jump from one party to the other, it is only evidence that there are no ideologies. That what the parties are putting down on paper is not what actually they are. I'll give you an example. The All Progressives Congress says that they are a progressive party. If they are a progressive party, what that means automatically is that they consider the PDP, for example, to be a conservative party. Now, ordinarily in politics, it shouldn't be easy. It is virtually impossible for a progressive-minded politician to just jump ship and go to a party that is considered to be conservative-minded. It shouldn't be that easy. It shouldn't be so easy for someone who has been in the Labour Party all his life to just jump out and say that I am going to the other party called AAQP just because this I am not happy with what is happening in this my political party. So the concept of ideology is a concept that must be sold by these political parties. It's evangelism. They need to go out to evangelize, to say that this is what we believe in. This is our belief system. This is our set of doctrines, and this is what they need to sell. So it is not the duty of the government to propagate ideologies. It is the duty of the particular denomination of the political system to sell its ideologies to the public.
Okay, so now how the political parties will go about that is based on their own structure. But going forward, the Nigerian people are also the ones that are, let's use the word, guilty of decamping, cross-carpeting, and defection and the rest. So, but do you think it has something to also do with the Nigerian people, as talking about the Nigerian people and culture, not just from the political party angle? Because before somebody joined a political party is first of all a Nigerian. So for all this to be happening, within the major parties that are on board right now, don't you think is also a Nigerian challenge, talking about the culture of the people?
Yes, of course, it's a Nigerian problem because the people do not ask the right questions. If, for example, I meet someone on the street and he says that I am a member of so-and-so party, the next question that should come out from my mouth should be, what is the ideology of your party? What is the manifesto of your party? What exactly does your party believe in? Now, if you ask any politician out there what their party believes in, they cannot tell you because the party itself does not know what they believe in. So it is a problem also of the public because the public is not asking the right questions. If the public is asking the right questions, it shouldn't be a situation where somebody claims that I'm a career politician. All my life, I have been in politics. And you ask the person, what exactly do you believe in? And the person cannot tell you what exactly he believes in. He only believes in politics. He only believes in joining whichever party is the winning party to make more money. That is all wrong. We are practicing our democracy upside down. We are not asking ourselves the right questions. So the people too, they are part of the problem. Now, how do we ensure that the people get lifted from this? It is by enlightenment, by socio-political groups, by advocacy groups, to tell the people that, come on, don't just vote for politicians because of their personalities or because of their persons. Vote for them because of what they espouse, because of what they believe in, because of what they told you that they are practicing. So there is a whole lot of work to be done. Let's take America, for example. the Americans generally, they have two political parties, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. It is unheard of. I repeat, it is unheard of for you to hear that someone decamped from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party because he was maltreated in the Republican Party, and or for someone to move from the Democrats to the Republicans. The reason they cannot move is not because this movement is illegal. It is not at all illegal. It is because the other guys don't believe in what I believe in. It is that simple. So the Nigerian public, we are not asking the right questions. We are not asking the right questions. So sometimes when I see Nigerians either supporting or opposing whatever is happening in America, ask them the question. Do you know what the Republican Party believes in? What is the ideology of the Democratic Party? These are questions also need to be asked here in Nigeria. Before you support the party, do you know their ideology? Do you know their manifesto? Do you know their set of beliefs?
Okay. So Barrister, your sound is now having another kind of a challenge. It's still breaking. Can you give us some more? Talk a little. Let's still hear you.
Okay, let me go back.
Okay. But the point Barrister is making is very, very strong. We were asking that, don't we think is a Nigerian problem, a Nigerian challenge where but the network is as if there's a little delay in the communication, but however we can get it, try and make out what we are saying. All that we are saying this morning is that Nigerian people or the Nigerian culture should be given attention to. It's not just for, like he said, maybe from the point of view of how the opportunities are there, what will I make from that party, will it make me richer? No, it is not. What we are talking about is how to make the nation better, how to serve. And I think Coco here gave us a very strong one. He or she at this point defined political culture as a set of attitudes and practices held by people that shape their political behavior. A set of attitude and practices held by people that shape their political behavior. Thank you so much, Coco, for helping us with that definition. He said every political system must be embedded in a political culture because they shape a population's political perception and actions. Wow, this is very professional. So all that we are talking about is the set of attitude, the practices held by the people, and most of these are what will shape the political behavior of those people. So whatever it is we are doing, we must be mindful of the fact that it is not just about what will we gain, talking about personal gains, but how much will it impact the society positively or negatively. So Barrister has done a very beautiful job in trying to communicate, even though the signals were not very strong. But if he can still try to call back in order, okay, he said he's back. Let's get him on now. Just a second. Okay. Okay. There's a little network challenge, but just a second. Barrister's final take on this. The network is wonderful this morning. All right, it's trying to connect. Okay, it's back. Thank you so much, Barrister. In fact, we clap for you. We are very excited about your commitment to what we are doing here on Dialogue Box on Blossomnigeria. So just like as we were saying, this is like a point where we are getting your final comments on this and like the way forward, giving the counsel to the politicians and the Nigerian people. So let's get your final comments on this as we round off. Thank you so much.
So the final thing I want to say is that the elites, that's the educated people of Nigeria, they have a lot of work to do to ensure that our political culture, our political ideology is founded on the right tenets, is founded on the is on the right foundation. So even if the akara seller on the street is taking 500 naira or 2,000 naira to go and vote for a particular person, I do not expect educated and elite-minded individuals to also be doing the same things. The educated, it is their duty to ask the right questions. To whom much is given, much is expected. Education has been given to you, and you should use your education the right question from here to here. What does the person believe in? And you also need to ask the questions that, again, that this party that we say we are supporting, what does the party believe in? What is the manifesto of this party? What is the ideology of this party? Till we, the educators, start asking the right questions and following through on these questions, we cannot in the street for saying that for doing what he's doing. So those are my final words. I think there's a lot of burden on the educated elite to discharge in helping Nigeria to get to the political position that it needs to get to in terms of ideology, in terms of our culture, in terms of generally our way of doing things.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Barrister. The network has not been very, very good, but we know that we're able to get the import of what you are saying, that the educated elites, the responsibility is on them to also work towards a better society, because like you said, the akara seller cannot be given 2,000 naira to vote, and maybe they just vote based on, oh, they gave me money, and the educated person will do the same. It will not be expected from that individual. So we will work towards it together. And thank you so much for being a part of this program.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you. All right. We are also working on having a stronger system for our country. And we have said it again and again. Being in government is not just about what you can gain, but it's all everybody has something to contribute. So if the politicians are on the wrong path right now, we can get them to, give us, we can demand more from them and also get them to think in the way that they should think. Because we don't want a situation where things are just running, everybody is free to do what he or she wants to do, and there is nobody to regulate the other. No. So what we have worked on this morning is how we can form stronger ideologies for our political systems, and we are really thankful to you for staying with us despite the technical hitches that we had. But before we go, we just had some comments about what is happening in some of the political parties, the fact that some of the National Working Committee members of the APC have said they will not be a part of the meeting that Victor Giadom called for. Then they also threatened to boycott some of the areas that the president said they should look at the meeting from. So, but whatever be the case, we have said it. We are all in the system where we should work towards a stronger Nigeria, a better Nigeria, and a greater Nigeria. So for all of us that have been commenting, sending your opinion, it is not for nothing. We have a reason why we are doing what we are doing, and it's for a purpose. We can see Joy Chinedu Samuel, who has been kind of helping to checkmate what is happening on the technical scene. And she also says, well done, Blossomnigeria, for the great work you are doing. Thank you so much, Joy Chinedu Samuel, for this. Xavier Onduka also sent a comment. He said, the reason why Nigerians have not been able to develop strong political ideologies is because a lot of minds have been affected by the poverty ideology, and this has continued to affect the Fourth Republic. So that means the Fourth Republic of the Nigerian democratic system. So in other words, poverty has been a major contributor to the current challenge that Nigeria is having right now. So we are talking about how to improve our society, how to make our nation better. So thank you so much for all your comments and all your opinions. And there will be a rebroadcast edition of what we have just worked on our Facebook page, and we also have it on our website. Don't forget that tomorrow morning we'll be giving attention to, like we've been announcing, talking presidency. This is an aspect of, even though we are still going to give you updates on what is happening in the socio-political scene, if there are areas we think government should do something, we'll still talk about and give some room for one or two opinions. But the most important thing is that we are going to look at individuals that we think will form strong candidates or can form strong candidates for the 2023 political election. So is it too early? No, it is based on demand. And most people think that when individuals are kind of analyzed, they can also, it will help their mindset to be more responsible, seeing themselves as contributors to the society in which they belong. So thank you so much for staying with us. We are grateful for your participation. So we meet tomorrow again, and we'll have with us Harrison Ogebu for a major part of tomorrow's program. Thank you.